Hello and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten, and today I'm bringing you a different video completely. My name is Sam. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Usually I will be doing content along the lines of whip and chats, unboxings, kitten ups, kitten downs, etc. But this is to do with logbooks, whatever you want to call them. So I am redoing my logbook. So this is what I used previously. It's a notebook that my mum bought me. It was either a birthday or Christmas, I don't remember which, and I used to put the picture of the diamond painting I was doing, and I would just keep I would keep a picture. And then obviously when I started Diamond Art Club, I wanted to keep the large sticker. The thing for me is I don't need a logbook as such. As you are aware, if you watch me regularly, I have a problem. I have a kitten up addiction, which I'm desperately trying to cut down on, to cut back on. So I don't need a logbook. I'm not interested in how long in hours it takes me to do a canvas. Literally all I want is a tracker. And I've decided to go from using this system to this. So this is a Filofax that I have. I am a massive stationery freak, and I love my Filofax. I use one every day. This is one of the ones that I own that is currently not being used. So I decided to create my own tracker, and that's what this is. It is a tracker. Why do I need a tracker? Because when I decide that I'm ready to do a new canvas, or I'm coming to the end of one, the only way I've got really is to see what I've got in my logbook. And the problem is I haven't marked down there whether they're kitted up or not. So if I decide to do a kit, I've then got to go into my snug. I've got to pull everything out to find the canvases, find out how many numbers they are, what they're kitted up in, etc. And I want to be able to do that in a book. So here is my idea. I am going to have three sections. Okay, now I was going to go with a traffic light system, but obviously I've only got pastel card. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create three tabs to go into my Filofax. I am going to have yellow. Yellow is for amber. Amber is a kit that's in my stash and kitted up. When I start to do it, I'm going to update it with the date I start, and I'm going to move it into the green section because that's what I'm working on, and any canvas that I'm working on will sit in there. Once it's completed, it will move to the pink, which is for red, and it will just give me a section where I can see what work I've done, how long it took me, etc. Are you with me so far? So I'm going to make some dividers. I will laminate them later. I am going to laminate them, but these are my basic cards, so I've got that. And then what I did was I created a card insert for me to stick my stickers to. So give me a second and I will be back. Okay, so here is what I have come up with, because I want to track. This is more about tracking what I've got kitted up, and what I finished. So this is what I've come up with. I have used 180 GSM, I think it is. Could be wrong on that. I'm rubbish at this sort of thing. And what I've done is I've created this little printout. So all this has got on it is the number of colours, ABs or specials. When I ordered it, when I kitted it up, when I started, when I completed, and comments. Now the only thing that I'm missing off here is what storage it's in, which I am going to just add into the comment section. Later on I may add it on here, but it's as simple as that. And the reason I've done it like this, I will be moving forward, most of my kits will be Diamond Art Club kits, and I want to use that nice big sticker that they've got. So I will cut the sticker down I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm going to cut the sticker down and I'm going to put it on here. Worst case scenario, if the sticker is too big, I will put it on this side. But it's just a way of tracking. And that way, when I am trying to decide what I'm doing next, because lots of things influence what kit I'm going to do next. Okay, so it might be that the kit I'm finishing is a 30 bottle case and therefore I need anything that's under 30 colours. It may be that I have got a 60 bottle case. Again, it will depend on the numbers. It may be that I want a particular item of storage freeing up. And sometimes it's the size, okay, which will become apparent in my later on video because I'm going to be doing a vote for my next canvas. But anyway, it isn't about keeping track of, you know, how many minutes it's took me, how many hours, anything like that. It's purely so I can go in here, and I've got to be good at keeping this updated. I can go in here and I can see what have I already got kitted up, because I don't want to be kitting up new canvases when I don't have to. I will tell you right now that I have around 27 diamond paintings kitted up already. So for this year, my goal is to get down that amount, because what happens is, if I get a new canvas in, what happens if I really, really love it and I want to start it straight away? And I can't because I've got no empty storage. Now, I've been very good recently. I have got empty storage at the moment, and I have just given 2 storage containers away to stop me from doing this stupid kitting up thing that I do. So here is the first one that I've done. So this video today is literally just going to be me transferring some of the stuff that I've got here over into this system. So as you can see, if I cut quite close on the white here, I can get the sticker on here. So I'm hoping, yeah, it will just, do you know what I mean? So that's what this video is about. So if you are here for actual diamond painting, please do feel free to leave. Thank you for coming. Otherwise, if you're interested enough to watch this, let's go. So I have already printed off and inserted all of these. So I've got all of that done already. And I wanted to use I love my Filofax. And it's a really nice I mean, it's a little raggedy on the edges. It needs trimming. So I need to do that really, but that's not a difficult thing to do. This wasn't my most expensive Filofax. The one that I use for my work, for my nails and stuff, is my most expensive one, but it did cost a fair bit. So what am I going to do first? First of all, I am going to do my dividers. So I could have just left that out. So let's get that out, because I want to make the dividers a little bit bigger than these. So I'm going to measure it. I have a paper cutter. Now I am going to do these one at a time because I want to get this right. So if I put them on there, so I want it a little bit longer because I'm going to tab these. I'm going to have 3 separate tabs. So lengthwise, I'm going to say 21.5. Width-wise, I think if I go to 16. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's get my paper cutter ready. Oh, how long is that? Because the thing is, this board doesn't actually give me, so let's mark it. So please bear with me while I do this. I haven't prepped to do this at all. I'm just going to find a pen and I'm just going to mark it at, if you get pen open, 16, and that's purely so I can create that tab. And then 21.5. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line that dot up with my blade. I'm going to make sure my piece of paper is in nice and straight. and I'm going to cut. So that's first cut. I will use these cut off bits. I will use them to put in my spare storage bags, because I will also be doing that big mistake that I've just made. I've just cut off my mark where the 21 is. Did I say it was going to be professional? No, I did not. You know what it's like with me, but I've been wanting to do this video for a few days. I've not been great. My fibro is quite bad at the minute, and I've been struggling somewhat. So I've put off doing this video for quite a while. Right, so now we've got that one. Let's put that to one side. I'm going to do the same thing with the other 2 pieces, and I will be back. Okay, so I've got 3 pieces of card that are, they're not perfect, but they'll do. They'll do. It doesn't have to be exact. Now I may trim these up at some other point and make sure they're exact, because that pink one is definitely. So what I'm going to do is I am going to layer them like this, because I'm going to make the tabs. Now I've got a centimetre, I think. Yeah, a centimetre. So what I am going to do is I am going to do this into 3. So I'm going to do one there, I'm going to do one there, that'll give me that one, hang on, so that to there, that to there, and then that. And that way I can make sure that I cut them exactly in the right place. So I'm going to do this. Now I will probably use scissors to do this. So I'm just going to mark it here, and then again at the bottom, and that is just going to give me my straight line. And then I am going to cut it like that. So that will be the first one. I might use a craft knife actually, because I have got a cutting board here somewhere. So the next one we're then going to do from the top. Now obviously this is just the way that my brain works. You can do this any way you want. If you want to, you could actually buy pre-made dividers. I just don't see the point when I've got card here that I can use, and I always use my leftover card, so I will just use them as inserts for my spare storage, which I will be doing at some point this next week. I had hoped to do it by now, but it hasn't happened. So let's do it like that. So we've got one there and one there, and then that is the area that we cut. That will give me my second one, and I've done the tabs big enough that I can write on where they are. And then this one, we are only going to go from there to there, and we are going to go down like so. Okay, so nice and easy. Let's see if I can find, I have got a cutting board somewhere, she says. I'm not the greatest with a Stanley knife, I have to say. It's not, I'm not the neatest person, but let's give it a go. You know, I have got more card if I bugger it up too much. Just make sure that's cut through. And then the same this side. I don't use a craft knife much, I have to say. I'm normally I use a ceramic blade to do my sections. So there we go, a rough cut divider. But you know, that's half the fun, isn't it? Is doing this. So I'm going to go to there. I'm then going to go to there, and then I'm just going to cut those 2 pieces. So nothing fancy, but I will at some point laminate these so that they stay nice and tidy, because I like things to be tidy. I didn't cut through that. There we go. So there's one. I may round these corners off as well. Okay, so that's that one. And as you can see, you've got a nice tab. You know, doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like what if anything is ever perfect that I do? Because it's about enjoying it, and I just wanted to get this done. So I'm aware it's probably not the video for everybody, but I'm at a point where I don't want to be pulling everything out of that dresser just to figure out what kits I've got. And I've been saying to the lovely Penny at Calb Sparkles for the last week or so, I really want to get this done. So yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I wasn't having a great day, and I kind of said, you know what, I'm just going to do it off camera. And she was like, no, do it on camera, there'll be someone that likes it. So yeah, not the neatest. I'm sure Penny's looking and going, oh my god, Sam, I could do better than that. But do you know what, it'll work for me. So there's my dividers. What I will then do is later on, I will just write on here, stash, current, complete. Okay, so the next thing to do is to get, let me put these bits away, is to get my hole punch. Now my hole punch was brought specifically to do Filofax. So it is set at the correct height, she says. Oh, that didn't want to come out, did it? There we go. It's not the best hole punch in the world, but it is the exact size. So and it is set for my Filofax, and I do like creating my own inserts. Okay, so that's that done, so we can then put those in. So that then leads me to the next bit, which is basically getting all of these pieces of paper out of my current book. I'm going to put all these to one side because I will use those for card inserts. Don't waste anything. That's the way it goes. Do you have a cup of coffee? If you've got a coffee, you know, you might want it to hand. So I am going to start literally at the beginning, and then what I'm going to do, if I have information missing, I will add that in later. Now on this one, look, you can see I've got my ostriches, and I've got one on each side, which is what I have not thought about. Are they going to come off? Oh, but then saying that, later on I moved to doing on one side, so actually it's fine, it's just this one, so that's fine. So let me see if I can pull that off, because this is stuck down with double-sided tape. I mean, as long as it comes off some... Oh no, it's not, it's stuck down with glue dots, look at that. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use double-sided tape. I was going to use PVA glue, but it'll bother me with it sort of setting. Now the other thing you could do, especially when you've got something as small as this, is you could actually put it through your Xyron sticker maker. I'm not going to, because it literally is just this one that I've got. Oh my god, what am I doing? Sam, what are you doing? This could be the greatest fail ever. So this video is basically me going through, cutting out these stickers where possible, and writing the information on and putting them away. So some of these canvases I won't have the information for because I've either completed it long ago and that information has been lost, or I never got that information at the time, but I'm going to fill them out as best I can. I can't remember how many colours it was. There was no ABs or specials. I don't remember when I ordered it, so I'm going to put NA. Don't remember when I kitted it up. NA. Started as a night. Now I know this took me 6 weeks, so I'm pretty sure it would have been July 2021, completed August 21. And that's all I've got for this one. That's all I've got for that one. But because it's completed, it can go straight away into my completed section. I'm going to move Sneaky Cat to green because that I'm currently working on. And that then goes in here. So let's take some of these out because it's completed. I have to say I loved doing that ostrich kit. Okay, so next one is Freddie. So I am going to pull this page out now because I've got the information off it. Now Freddie is not going to fit on there, so let's cut it down as much as I can. I'm just going to use my scissors. Doesn't have to be exact, it's just a way of me keeping track of the ridiculous amount of kits that I've got kitted up, because it is quite important. Now I will say that I got this from AliExpress, so let's keep hold of that a minute. Let me write this information on. Why I'm doing it on there I don't know. I have got the card here. Number of colours doesn't say. No ABs and specials. Ordered, don't know. So quite a few of these. Kitted it up. I kitted it up in August 08/21. I started it the same day. And I completed it on the 20th of the 9th, 21. It's a square. And it was 60 by 80. So it was my first big canvas, as it were. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down as much as possible. Now I am going to lose some of the image. However, when I then, if I do budget companies, I will then make the picture small enough to go on here. But for the time being, I'm just going to try and get it. So the majority of it is actually on the picture. This I got from AliExpress. I remember it costing me around £19. Drills weren't amazing, however it was my first big piece, and it proudly hangs in my living room. I did it as a tribute to my father-in-law. My father-in-law and my husband loved Queen, and I wanted something that would symbolise them. So it does hang in my living room. And I'm not sorry. I wish that Diamond Art Club did a Freddie Mercury painting, because I'd be so up for that. Obviously, as we get to the Diamond Art Club ones, I am going to have to re-stick them with double-sided tape. However, as I get to newer ones, I can just cut the sticker down and add it on. There we go. And that will be it. That is everything. It just means that I have then got a really good system to keep track of the ones that I've done. Okay, so No issue here, because this is in my stash, but I don't think it's kitted up. That one is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this picture. I don't know why I didn't put the size on this, because with Diamond Art Club you've got the size on there, so that's why I didn't do it. So number of colours NA, AB specials NA, NA. I know it was from Amazon. It was kitted up in March because I did it before I went away on holiday. I started it April 2021 and I finished it in May 2021. I can't remember the exact date, so let's trim this down. Now this is from an anime program that my daughter loves. She's massively into tanks, and she specifically wanted this one. So what I will do with the other canvas is I will reprint that piece of paper and make a new sticker for this box. This one will have to go on its side because it's landscape, but that's fine. And it's just a way, because I do diamond paintings for other people. I do give them away, so I want to be able to see which ones I've done, you know, because it's quite nice. But it predominantly just means it makes seeing what I've got kitted up, what I haven't, what's in what storage. That's pure and simple, easy as that. So I apologise if it's not the most interesting video. I'm not going to sit here and do all of them, because that would be silly. I just wanted to show you my setup and how I'm moving it over. Now, if you you know, you might have a book that you've brought, you might have a proper logbook, because you might want to know, you know, how long it's took you in days or hours or even minutes. You know, people do that. You may also want more information. You might want to put the cost on there. You might want in-depth comments. I don't. You know, this is the only thing I use this book for, is to see what I've got in my kit. I just don't know what's kitted up and what is. So what I will do is I will go through all of the pages in my book, and of course all of these will go in this section because they're done, and I will be able to flick through and gauge what I've got. Nice, simple, easy way of doing a tracker. And that is the difference. This isn't a logbook. It's not detailed enough for that. It is a tracker. So let's go to our first Diamond Art Club. So I'll do a couple because obviously I've got them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim this as close to this edge as I can get it. I mean, the label's not straight, so that doesn't help. I didn't say I stuck labels in straight either. So I'm going to get it as close to it. I want it to be as slim as possible because, you know, it's quite narrow. I like the idea of having something. See what I mean? So I need it to be, I've got to get it as close. I might even have to cut a bit of that off. There we go. Better. Better, better, better. Oh, missed it completely. Didn't line that up very well. Oh, I did mess that up. Look at that. Not good. Never mind. The thing is, these are paintings that are all done. Look at that. that will do nicely. So I'm going to stick some tape on that one. So moving forward, because all of my canvases moving forward predominantly will be Diamond Art Club, I will always have that big sticker, and I don't want to throw it away. You know, I want to use it, and it's more that I can track what I've got and in what storage it's in, because I do look at that. You know, for instance, I am not too far off completing Sneaky Cat. That is in a 60 bottle case, and I am planning to put a vote up for my next 2 canvases. Now, one of them will be Aries, because the lovely Penny from Calb Sparkle encouraged everyone to make me promise to do it. So on a live, I hasten to add, which was a fabulous live. Thank you to everybody who's commented. You know, we're going to have a look and see why Penny was as quiet as she was. I think it's possibly just because she was quite far away from her phone microphone. There we go. That's for a snowman. So number of colours, I don't remember, but I will be able to find out. There were 4 ABs. I'll put the ordered date in later. I'll put in the kitted up date later. I started it, that's on here. Completed, that's on here. So I'm going to put an arrow, because I don't need to fill that out. And that is the first of the Diamond Art Club ones done. So you get the gist. That's all there is to it. I am going to be transferring everything from this book over into this new one. So yes, as I was saying, I am planning on putting Aries into the vote for my next canvas. But I wanted to look at what I'd got, because obviously, do I want to have another big kit? Do I want to have 2 big kits in the vote? Possibly not. I might want to do a smaller one. Do I want to have 2 square canvases? The answer is no. So I'm going to pick a round one. But it depends what I've got already kitted up at the minute, because I don't want to be kitting up a new painting. I've just kitted up the cow picture to take to work. But I want to choose from my kitted up kits. So therefore I'm going to look through and I'm going to find out what I've got. What have I got already in my stash? I'm going to trim this bottom bit off, rather than kitting up a new one. And the plan, hopefully, is that I will only kit up at the minute if I'm having a really bad day and I need something to cheer me up, because you all know that I do like to kit up because it makes me happy. Or every time I finish a second canvas. So if I do get 2 canvases completed, I will then kit up 1. And that way I will start to get through the kitted up ones and reach a point where I've got storage, so that if a canvas comes up that I absolutely have to kit up and do immediately, I've got the storage empty to do it. Make sense? Let's hope so. So like I said, I'm not going to make you watch me do all of this. What I am going to do, I'm going to continue moving all of this over, and then I'm going to come back at the end of this video and I am going to show you my completed tracker. Let me know what you think. Oh, look, right, boo-boo. There we go. Didn't say it was going to be perfect. I didn't do it short enough, look, and I've covered over, but that's fine. Can't remember how many colours it is, but I can get that off. Can't remember how many ABs was it. I think it was 2. Can't remember. Don't know when I ordered it, but I kitted it up, started it. Let's put the date in there. It doesn't hurt to have it twice, does it? And completed it on the 28th of the 10th, 21. Small diamond painting, completed very, very quickly. And loved it. This is one of the ones that is going to be going into my beautiful log cabin when we get it finished. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue, and I will come back at the end and I will show you my completed tracker. See you soon. So here we go. Here is my finished tracker. So you can buy 6 ring folders in cheaper stationeries and stuff. Places like B&M very often do things like this for about £4, £5. You just need to take the contents out to add yours in. So at the front I've got all my blank ones, and then I have my stash, and it tells me if it's kitted up. Now what I haven't done, I haven't written in what it's kitted up in yet. I will add that in later. But this is everything that I've got. Pretty much all of these are kitted up in my stash. That one's kitted up, no details yet. That's kitted up. And this is why I need to get done with some of my kitted up. But it means that I can flick through once I've added in what I've got it kitted in up. I can flick through and go, right, I've got a round, I've got a small, I've got a large, I've got a square. This is current. So this tells me that I ordered my canvas on the 3rd of the 9th, 22. Kitted it up on the 14th of the 9th, 22. I started it on the 2nd of October last year. Only 25% done. Sneaky Cat is current. So kitted up on the 9th of January. I started it on the 11th of January. I've got 2 rows left to do. And then I also need to put in the cow picture. Now I didn't have a picture ready printed out to make a form for that, so I will do that later. So that's 3 whips that I've got ongoing at the moment. And then I have my completed, which means I can keep track of what I've done, you know, where it is. So this is all my completed, or all my completed since I started keeping them, because I have got other ones. You know, there's the gnome picture I haven't put in. I haven't put in a lot of the budget company ones that I had, but that's it for today. So that is my, obviously I have my stash current completed. It also means that when I get people at work especially saying, do you sell these? I can just take this in and say, look, these are what I've got. Do you like any of these? Not saying that people are going to buy them, but they might. So that is how I have set that up. I am now going on this video. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please do hit that notification bell to be notified when new content goes up. I will be back very soon with another video. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.